Hi, Cancer. Welcome back to Moonveil Tarot. And if you're new here, hello and welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by. So, here is the thing. You know how sometimes you can just feel when someone is thinking about you, like that random feeling you get out of nowhere where you just think about them for no reason? And then you are like, why did they just pop into my head? Yeah, that is not random. That is not a coincidence. That is their energy reaching you because they cannot stop thinking about you. And today, the cards are going to show you exactly how bad it has gotten for them. And I say they hate it because listen, nobody wants to be the one who cannot get someone out of their head, especially when they are trying to act unbothered, especially when they have been putting on this whole show of being fine, of having moved on, of not caring. And then 3 a.m. hits, and there you are again in their head, like you own the place, which honestly, you kind of do. So settle in, loves, grab your drink, get comfortable, and let's get into exactly what is going on with this person because the cards today are not holding back. Okay, so the very first thing I am doing today is pulling from 3 different systems: tarot, oracle, and playing cards, because I want to build the fullest possible picture of what is happening in this person's world right now. And I am starting with an oracle card just to capture the overall vibe. Consumed, like not a little distracted, not occasionally thinking about you, consumed. Like that is the word the universe chose, consumed. And I want to sit with that for a second because consumed means there is not a lot of room for anything else. Like when something consumes you, it takes up the space that other things used to occupy. And that is what you are doing in this person's mind right now. You are taking up space that they desperately want back and cannot get back, no matter what they try. And the reason I love this oracle card as the first pull is because it does not sugarcoat. It does not say, oh, they think about you sometimes. It says consumed, which is the universe's way of saying, this is not a passing thing. This has taken root and it is not going anywhere. Okay, now let me pull the playing card because playing cards cut straight to the emotional core. No fluff, just the real feeling. The Jack of Spades. Oh, okay. The Jack of Spades. Now, this is interesting because the Jack of Spades in playing card readings represents someone who is fighting themselves. Like, this is the card of someone who knows what they feel, but is too proud or too scared or too committed to the unbothered act to just say it. And the Jack of Spades has this quality of, I am not going to let you see me sweat, even though I am absolutely sweating. And what this card is telling me is that this person is in a full internal battle right now between the part of them that wants to reach out and the part of them that refuses to be the one who breaks first. Like bestie, they are literally arguing with themselves about you daily, and the argument is not even close. The feelings are winning. The pride is just buying time. Okay, now into the tarot, and I want to pull cards for what is actually happening in their body, like not just emotionally, but physically, because the title says they cannot eat, they cannot sleep. And I want the cards to show me what that actually looks like. The 9 of Swords, the 4 of Cups, and the Star reversed. Okay, wait, the 9 of Swords, the 4 of Cups, and the Star reversed all together for what is happening in their body and mind. This is a lot. Let me really get into this. The 9 of Swords first, and listen, this is literally the sleepless nights card. Like, this is the card of someone lying in bed at some ungodly hour with their brain absolutely refusing to shut up. And what their brain is refusing to shut up about is you. Like, I want you to picture this. They are lying there, lights off, phone on the nightstand, trying to sleep, and their mind just goes, remember that thing they said? Remember that moment? Remember how it felt? Remember, and they cannot turn it off. They have tried music, podcasts, doom scrolling. None of it works because you are louder than all of it. And here is the thing about the Nine of Swords that I really want you to understand. The anxiety in this card is not just general anxiety, it is specific. It has a face, and that face is yours. Like, the thoughts that are keeping them up are thoughts about what they did or did not do, what they said or did not say, whether they messed up, whether it is too late, whether you have moved on, whether you even think about them. All of these thoughts spinning at 3 a.m, and they cannot stop them. And then the Four of Cups, which is the checked out, disengaged, going through the motions card. And what this card is telling me is that in their waking life, in the daylight hours, when they are supposed to be present and functioning, they are not really there. Like, their body is there, but their mind is somewhere else. And that somewhere else is wherever you are, whatever you are doing, whoever you are with. And people around them have probably noticed, like, they seem distracted. They seem like they are somewhere else. And they are with you in their head, rent-free, exactly like the title said. And then the Star reversed, which is hope that has been disrupted. And what this card in this position is showing me is that whatever this person thought was going to make them feel better, whatever they were counting on to get over this or move past this, is not working. Like, the plan they had to stop feeling this way is not going according to plan. And the reverse star has this quality of, I thought I would be okay by now, and I am not. And that is embarrassing. And I do not know what to do about it. Okay, so now let me pull cards for what specifically they think about when they think about you, because I feel like this is the part everyone actually wants to know, like, what is actually going through their head. Pulling 4 cards for this, because there are layers. The Six of Cups, the Empress, the Lover's card, and the Ace of Wands. Oh my gosh. Okay, the Six of Cups, the Empress, the Lovers, and the Ace of Wands. For what they think about when they think about you. Let me walk through every single one of these, because this is everything. The Six of Cups first, which is the memory card, the nostalgia card. And what this card is telling me is that they are living in specific memories of you, not general feelings, specific moments. Like, there is probably one interaction, one conversation, one moment that keeps coming back over and over, and they replay it with a level of detail that would honestly surprise you. Like, they remember things you said that you have probably forgotten. They remember the way you looked at them. They remember something small that you did not even register as significant, and they are holding on to all of it because it is all they have. And then the Empress, which is how they see you. And oh, this card, because the Empress is the goddess card, beauty, warmth, magnetic life force energy. And this is literally the lens through which this person sees you. Like, in their mind, you are not just someone they used to know or someone they once had feelings for. You are radiant. You are magnetic. You are the kind of person that makes everything feel more alive just by existing. And they cannot find that energy anywhere else. They have tried, and every time the comparison is not kind to whatever they found instead. And then the Lovers card, and I need you to understand what this card means in this context, because the Lovers is not just attraction. The Lovers is the card of a choice, a soul level conscious choice. And what this card is showing me is that when this person thinks about you, they are thinking about what it would mean to choose you officially, deliberately, not halfway, but fully. And that thought both excites them and terrifies them because they know that choice requires vulnerability, and vulnerability is the thing they are most afraid of. And then the Ace of Wands, which is new fire, new passion, something igniting. And what this card is telling me is that thoughts of you are not draining them, even though the Nine of Swords is keeping them up. Like, there is something about thinking of you that also energizes them, that makes them feel like there is a version of their life that could be more alive, more exciting, more worth getting up for. And that version has you in it, and they cannot stop wanting it. Okay, now let me get really specific because I want to look at the actual moments during their day when you hit them the hardest. Like, when does the rent-free living get loudest? 3 cards for the specific moments. The Moon, the Three of Cups reversed, and the Hermit. Okay, the Moon, the Three of Cups reversed, and the Hermit for the specific moments when you hit them hardest. This is so real. Let me break it down. The Moon first, which is the nighttime card, the private hours card. And what this is confirming is what we already suspected. The nights are the worst for them. Like, genuinely the worst daytime they can manage. There are things to do, people to talk to, distractions available. But the moment things get quiet, the moment the world slows down, you come rushing in, and the Moon is showing me that this happens every single night, not occasionally, every night. There is a moment where they think of you and they just have to sit with it because there is nothing else to do. And then the Three of Cups reversed, which is interesting because the Three of Cups upright is celebration and joy and being with your people, but reversed, it is the feeling of being in a social situation surrounded by people and still feeling alone. Because the one person whose presence would make it feel complete is not there. And what this card is showing me is that this person feels your absence in group settings, like they are at a gathering or out with friends and something funny happens or something comes up, and their first instinct is to turn and tell you. And then they remember you are not there. And that moment, that half turn towards someone who is not there, happens more than they would ever admit. And then the Hermit, which is the alone time card, the going inward card. And what this is showing me is that when they are by themselves, truly alone, with no distractions, you are completely, inescapably there. Like, the Hermit goes into solitude to find wisdom, and what this person finds in their solitude every single time is you. Thoughts of you, questions about you, feelings about you. And the longer they sit in their own company, the louder those things get. Okay, now let me look at you, because we have spent a lot of time in their world, and I want to check in with where you actually are. 3 cards for your energy right now. The High Priestess, Strength, and the Ace of Cups. Oh yes, these 3 for you right now. I love this. The High Priestess first. And what this is telling me is that you already know, like, on some level, you have been feeling this person's energy, those random moments where they just pop into your head. That is not you being weak or stuck. That is you picking up on something real, that is your high priestess, receiving the frequency that this person keeps broadcasting, whether they mean to or not. And your guides are saying, trust what you feel because it is accurate. And then strength, which is that quiet, unshakable energy you have been building. And what this card is telling me is that the version of you right now is honestly the most powerful version you have ever been. Like, you have been doing the work, growing, healing, becoming more yourself. And that energy is exactly what has this person so completely consumed, because people cannot stay away from someone who has genuinely found themselves. And then the Ace of Cups, which is a fresh new emotional beginning. And what this card is telling me about where you are is that your heart is open, like genuinely open, not recklessly, but with this beautiful quality of, I am ready for something real. And that openness is magnetic, and this person can feel it even from wherever they are. Okay, now let me pull the main spread, and I am doing something different today. I am pulling what I am calling the rent-free spread, 5 cards, one for what they are doing about it, one for what is stopping them, one for what breaks them, one for what happens when it does, and one for where this goes. Pulling these now. Let's see. The 7 of Cups, the 8 of Swords, the Tower, the Knight of Cups, and the 10 of Cups. Okay, the 7 of Cups, the 8 of Swords, the Tower, the Knight of Cups, and the 10 of Cups as the rent-free spread. This is incredible. Let me walk through every single one. The 7 of Cups for what they are doing about it, which is honestly a lot of imagining and not a lot of acting. Like, the 7 of Cups is the fantasy card, the card of someone who has played out a scenario in their head 100 times. Like, they have had the conversation with you in their imagination. They have planned what they would say. They have imagined how you would respond. They have played out every possible version of how reaching out could go, and they have not done any of it because the gap between the fantasy and the reality is where the fear lives. And then the 8 of Swords for what is stopping them, which is completely their own mind. Like, I want to be very clear about this card. The 8 of Swords shows someone blindfolded, surrounded by swords, but the bindings are loose and the swords are not, actually blocking the exit. They could walk out of there right now, but they cannot see that because the blindfold is their own fear, their own pride, their own story about what will happen if they reach out. And what I am picking up is that the story they keep telling themselves is something like, what if they have moved on? What if I reach out and look stupid? What if it is too late and that story is keeping them frozen when the door is literally right there? And then the Tower for what breaks them. And oh, the Tower, because this is showing me that there is going to be a moment, a specific moment, where something happens that makes the 8 of Swords blindfold come off, like something is going to shake them out of the frozen place. And it might be something they see or hear or realize, but something is going to hit them hard enough that continuing to sit on all of this becomes impossible. And the Tower moment for someone in the 8 of Swords is often the most liberating thing because it forces the action that fear was preventing. And then the Knight of Cups for what happens when it does. Oh yes, the Knight of Cups are romantic, leading with his heart. And what this card is showing me is that when the Tower breaks them, when the moment hits, what comes out is feeling, real feeling, like the Knight of Cups does not reach out with a casual hey. The Knight of Cups reaches out with something real, something that has been building for however long this has been going on, and it is going to feel different from anything they have sent before because it is coming from a genuine place that they have been guarding very carefully. And then the 10 of Cups as where this goes, and every time I see this card at the end of a spread, I take a moment because the 10 of Cups is not a small card. This is the complete emotional fulfillment card, the rainbow card, the everything card. And as the destination of this whole situation, it is the universe saying, if both of you show up honestly, what is waiting on the other side is the real thing, the full thing, the version of love that actually fills the cup completely. Okay, tea leaf cards now, and I am pulling 6 because I want to get as specific as possible. First tea leaf card, a phone being picked up and put down, a phone being picked up and put down. And I am laughing because this is so real and so specific. Like, this person has picked up their phone, navigated to your contact or your profile or your message thread, and then put it back down multiple times, like not once, multiple times. And every time something stops them, the fear, the pride, the what if, and they put it back down. And then an hour later, they pick it up again, and the cycle repeats. And this tea leaf card is the universe showing me exactly how close the contact actually is. Next tea leaf card, your name in their handwriting. Your name in their handwriting. And this is one of the most intimate images we have pulled today because writing someone's name is such a private thing. You do not write someone's name unless they live in you somewhere. And what this card is telling me is that your name has come out of this person in their own handwriting, maybe in a journal, maybe on a piece of paper they threw away, maybe typed and deleted, but the name has been written by them with intention, and that is not nothing, that is everything. Next tea leaf card, a meal gone cold. A meal gone cold, and yes, this is literally the cannot eat card. Like, the title said it, and the tea leaves are confirming it. There have been actual moments where this person sat down to eat and got lost in thoughts of you and looked up and their food was cold because they were somewhere else entirely. And I want you to really sit with that because that is not a small thing. That is someone so preoccupied with you that they forget to do the basic things. And that level of preoccupation does not come from casual feeling. Next tea leaf card, searching your name online. Okay, I am not going to sugarcoat this one because this card is showing me that this person has looked you up, like checked your social media, your profiles, whatever they have access to, not once, regularly, and they are looking for clues about where you are, what you are doing, who you are with, whether you seem happy, whether you seem like you have moved on, whether there is any opening, any signal that reaching out would be welcome. And every time they look, they are trying to read something that will tell them what to do. Next tea leaf card, a door with your light under it. A door with your light under it. And this is the most poetic image we have pulled today because a door with light under it means someone is home, means there is warmth on the other side, means there is life and welcome and something worth walking toward. And what this card is telling me is that you represent that to this person, like even from where they are standing on the other side of whatever distance exists between you, they can see your light under the door and it pulls them the way a lit window pulls you when you are out in the cold. And the last tea leaf card, a clock that stopped at the moment they last saw you. A clock that stopped at the moment they last saw you. And oh, this final tea leaf card is everything. Because a clock that stopped means time froze for this person in a specific moment, the last time they were with you, or the last significant moment between you. And what this card is telling me is that they are still there in that moment. Like their life has kept moving forward. They have kept doing things, going places, meeting people, but a part of them is still standing in that last moment with you. And the clock has not moved since. Okay, final messages from your guides. And I am pulling 6 because they have a lot to say today. Stop pretending you do not feel them thinking about you. Stop pretending you do not feel them thinking about you. And your guides said what they said. Like, this is not just about them. This message is also for you because you have been feeling this. The random thoughts, the moments where they just appear in your mind, the dreams, maybe the feeling of being thought about and you have been brushing it off, telling yourself you are making it up or being wishful, and your guides are saying, stop, you are not making it up. You are picking up on something completely real, and it is okay to acknowledge that. Next, final card. Your unbothered era is making them spiral. Your unbothered era is making them spiral. And I love this so much because here is what is happening. You have been living your life, growing, glowing, doing your thing, not performing unbothered, actually unbothered. And that is driving this person absolutely wild because they expected on some level that you would be more visibly affected, and instead you are out here being the high priestess and the strength card and the ace of cups, and they are watching it and they are spiraling because every day you seem more okay is another day they feel less okay, and that is not your problem. That is just the natural consequence of being the one who chose to grow. Next final card. Let them come to you this time. Let them come to you this time. And this is your guides being very practical and very direct. Like everything we have seen today, the consumed oracle card, the Jack of Spades fighting himself, the Nine of Swords knights, the phone being picked up and put down, the Knight of Cups building toward the moment, all of it is pointing in one direction, which is toward you. And your guides are saying, do not go toward it. Let it come. Stay in your strength card. Stay in your high priestess knowing. Stay in your ace of cups openness, and let them do the work of closing the distance. Because when they do, it will mean so much more than anything you could have initiated. Next, final card. The contact is coming and it is going to be real. The contact is coming and it is going to be real. And your guides are being so specific here, like not vague contact, not a like on a photo, not a view on your story. Real contact, the kind that requires something from them, the kind that costs them something, the kind that comes from the place behind all the pride and the fear and the Eight of Swords blindfold. And when it comes, it is going to feel different from anything before because the tower is going to shake it loose. And what comes out after a tower moment is always the most honest version of what was always there. Next final card. You have more power in this than you realize. You have more power in this than you realize. And I want to close on this message because I think it is the one that matters most. Like this whole reading has been about them and what they cannot eat and cannot sleep over. And that is validating and it is real, but Your guides want you to remember that you are not just the subject of someone else's obsession. You are a whole entire person with your own power, your own choices, your own life. And the power you have in this situation is enormous because you get to decide if and when and how you receive what is coming. And the very last card, this is not just in your head. This is not just in your head. And your guides saved the simplest message for last because sometimes simple is what you need. Like all the validation in the world, all the cards and the tea leaves and the oracle messages can still leave you wondering, am I making this up? Am I reading into this? Is this real? And your guides are saying, as clearly as they possibly can, this is not just in your head, what you have been feeling, the energy you have been picking up on, the knowing that something is still there is real. It has always been real. And today the cards confirmed it completely. So just to wrap this whole thing up, because loves, we covered a lot today. They cannot eat. They cannot sleep. And you are living in their head completely rent-free, and they hate it. Like, they genuinely hate that they cannot control this, cannot logic their way out of it, cannot just decide to stop feeling what they feel. And all the trying, all the pretending to be unbothered, all the not reaching out is costing them sleep, meals, presence, peace. And you, the High Priestess, the Strength card, the Ace of Cups, are living your life glowing, growing, becoming more of yourself every day. And that is making it worse for them in the best possible way. Stay in your power. Let them come to you and get ready because the contact is coming and it is going to be real. And when it does, you already know exactly what to do. I hope this reading made you smile today, like genuinely smile, because you deserve to know the effect you have on people, even when they are trying their hardest to hide it from you. If this resonated with you, bestie, please give this video a thumbs up. It genuinely helps the channel grow, and it helps these messages reach more people who need them. Drop a comment and tell me if you felt this one. I always love hearing from you. And do not forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you do not miss anything new from Moonveil Tarot. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. Take really good care of yourself. Stay unbothered, stay glowing, and please know that you are that girl you always have been. And I will see you in the next reading. Bye, loves.